Hi, hello everybody. Welcome back to Outfit Wars. This match is the Connery match of UN17 versus WTAC. I am your caster Gallows, joined here by my co-cast Zingy.
Yo, Outfit Wars Week 4, Connery server, Day 2. This shit's about to end, and we are excited as always. Can you hear the excitement in my voice? I'm totally ready
You
to
seem
cast
again.
another WTAC match.
Again, you seem a little tired from potentially maybe being up
Well,
early and playing a little bit earlier.
Kellis, it's been a long 4 weeks. I've been grinding in the
It has been
trenches. I've
4
been
weeks.
grinding in the commentary booth. It's been a long season so far, but we still got 3 more weeks to go. But you know what? Before we get to that next week, we still got to finish up these Connery matches.
We do. This one is going to be an interesting one. This one is UN17, as we noted, and WTAC, which we actually did. We did casts of, I think, twice now already. So we're going to see how they end up doing against UN17. This ought to be an interesting one. Let me go over to the info screen here. We can show you what colors are what. Actually, I think this is wrong, too. I think WTAC is blue this time, aren't they? They should be.
WTAC is in blue,
yeah.
Unity is in red.
Love it. All right, there we go. So WTAC represented in blue, UN17 represented in the red zone, which I want to say that is also their faction colors. So I think these are actually correct. Is that right? I think they are TR, aren't they?
Unity is in fact TR.
Yeah, okay, so these are actually correct colors for correct factions, so it's actually going to be pretty easy to track this correctly. So for anybody somewhat new to Outfit Wars, let me quickly go over the rules. These are teams of 48 v 48. There will be no Colossuses or Bastions allowed, no construction allowed of any sort, but there will still be outfit resources, and then we definitely will still see things like orbital strikes, things like Citadel shields, and things like anvils dropped quite a lot. So expect all of those. The only things you're not going to see are Bastions and Colossuses because they're just not allowed. The team with the most territory at the end of the match is going to be declared the winner, or the team that can actually cap the home base of the enemy team is going to be declared the winner. That is the Nexus Omega or the Nexus Alpha base. Now, we are going into the qualifiers season next weekend, but I believe these points still do mean a little bit about for that. So I'll go over that as well. So each base is going to give you 2 points a minute, assuming you need these kind of points anyway. Each base is going to give you 2 points a minute. The total amount of points you can get in a match is 500, or rather, that's the points pool that gets you 500. If an enemy team wins by connecting the warp gates, that dominating victor, that Nexus, Omega, or Alpha cap, they just get whatever's left in the pool. So you definitely want to be going for that dominating win. It is very, very important to be doing so. All right, let's move right over to our in-game screen here. Just want to make sure everything is displaying correctly on OBS. It's going to be a blank screen for just a moment here while I fix things up. There we go. All right, so the first base we're going to be looking at here is Granite Head. This is a neutral base of the 3 neutral bases. I'm just going to go over all 3 of these as we do have about 7 minutes still left in our warm-up, waiting for the match to start. First one is Granite Head. This is a very, very important base. I will go over why these are important after we go over the bases themselves. This one has a C point on the top floor of a triple stack, a B point on the bottom floor of a powerhouse, and an A point on the bottom side of a bridge. We've seen actually some good use of one team being able to quickly get to the A point if they actually own the base. The A point tends to be something you can actually push very quickly onto to actually start the recovery of this base if you end up getting pushed on it. So that is actually one thing we can look out for now. Now that we've actually seen something like that happen. So we'll come back to that in just a little bit. Let's go over to Bitter Gorge. This base here somewhat shows off why our opener is going to be very much focused on looking at the air battle. You can see here massive open sight lines for the entirety of this base. Only a small canopy to cover you just a little bit on each point. This very much emphasizes why you have to have air control for your opener, as well as just honestly for most of the match. Air has been absolutely a dominating factor in every single match we have watched thus far. So whether you have a full-sized air ball still up, or if you just have some sky guards, some ranger buses coming down the road, something like that can actually help just a little bit. But you really do want to make sure you have something to at least deter air coming down, because it is a pretty big factor, and you can see why on this particular base here. Very, very open areas where you can absolutely just be blasted by lull pods, banshees, and air hammers. Taking a look now at SATCOM, our third and least important base, but can still be played in a sort of a effective strategy if you need to. So the first point we're looking at is the B point on the very top. This is just covered by a small 4-square building. And then on the mid, we have the A point. And on bottom, we have the C point, another 3-pointer inside of a bastardized version of a tech plant. Now, the reason why the order of importance goes from Granite Head, Bitter Gorge to SATCOM has to do with the lanes. You can see Granite Head here has a lattice link to hydroponics / Nexus Secure, or you can also get to Bitter Gorge from just Granite Head if you own this base. So it allows you a chance to at least recover Bitter Gorge or push onto one of these other bases. It gives you a good amount of pressure and defense at the same time. If you get only Bitter Gorge, you still have somewhat the same options to get to Granite Head, which if you get SATCOM as well, you can actually still get that same lattice link. So Bitter Gorge can actually be used very, very effectively to sort of push directly down a lane. Argent Pass and Slate Canyon are the only things, or rather Bitter Gorge is the only thing connected to these two bases, and that's the only way you're getting to that entire lane is by taking Bitter Gorge. So it's definitely a very, very important base, and of course you do have Granite Head also connected, so you can go for Granite Head and then potentially push down to Hydroponics or Nexus Secure. Now SATCOM, the only thing it has a link to is Hydroponics, no Granite Head link, or it does have the Nexus Secure. So this gives you just a little bit of a potential counterplay, and it also is interesting too, because if you are losing the air fight, SATCOM tends to be a lot safer of a point. You can see here it's much more covered than the other two bases are when it comes to actual point coverage for your infantry. Inside here, now again, you need to realize there's no deploy zone as well. So you can get a bus down here, you can deploy it, and you don't have to worry as much about area grounding. You can still it'll still happen a little bit, but on the inside there's all going to be infantry or maxes, obviously. So it is going to be very much a base you can actually hold with infantry, and then you can do counter plays with that by going and putting a little pressure on the opposite end lane, and actually maybe even distracting. So let's say if UN17 takes both Bitter Gorge and Granite Head, and then they push to Slate Canyon, but WTAC takes SATCOM, they can push over to Nexus Secure. When we actually saw this in an Emerald match just earlier today, they can get Nexus Secure started to flip, and then Slate Canyon defenders, or rather attackers that are going there, they have to take a few people off and then bring them back over to Nexus Secure, which opens Slate Canyon up for a good, solid defense. So definitely a lot of counterplays can be had with SATCOM, but it is a less important base than the other two, just because you can use these other two to be much more aggressive and just go straight for Slate and Hydroponics. And if you can get both of those and just start going straight for Nexus Omega, that's a ton of pressure that's going to be put onto that base, and you can really, really you basically just pull everybody back in for just a defense, and then trying to break out of Nexus Omega or Nexus Alpha, depending on which side we're going to, is very, very difficult, because you have to, obviously, you got to flip both Argent Pass or Nexus Secure or Hydroponics Compound, Slate Canyon. Both of those got to be flipped at the exact same time, and Nexus Omega, only then is actually going to be safe, and you can actually have a fight on these two. And then, of course, again, this splits forces. So if you can get both of these points and start pushing on to a home base, definitely going to be in a very, very good position to potentially win the match. Now, got a little bit of time here, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we have for opening forces. I think you're looking at the WTAC people, right?
I certainly am. I'm currently staring directly at their home right now, and yes, I can leak the strats. They have many Reavers and 3 Galaxies. I know that's
That
crazy,
is a crazy one.
but
That's unexpected. You don't see that very often.
yeah, this is a really big, strong show of force from WTAC here. Going with a bit of an opening that you wouldn't normally see in Outfit Wars. Lots of air.
Yep. And on the other side here, UN17 also looking somewhat strong. It's looking like we might have a little bit extra Galaxy presence than I expected, though. You know, there's a good amount of or rather mosquitoes here, but it's about, what is that, 5, 6 Galaxies maybe? Is that right? 7 maybe? It looks like about 7 Galaxies, actually. I see one more over here.
It's a whole lot of Galaxies.
It's a lot of Galaxies. Obviously, I think they're all going to be rep gals, too. No. One of them actually is not. It's a blockade gal on one of them, 2 of them, rep gals on the other 2. So looking for some support here with those rep gals, and potentially those blockade ones are going to be the ones dropping infantry. I wonder if they're going to go for an early drop right off the bat. We're going to see. The match has started.
The air is lifted off, and the armor is moving, and the rumblings
of Steel Rain. Where's that at? That is mid, right here on Granite Head. That is going to be WTAC.
A asset has been dropped over at hydroponics by Unity, actually.
And here comes the drop pod.
Here, holy, he was fast.
A very brave Unity mosquito up on the Steel Rain area.
That war asset, I think.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, look at this huge Reaver presence going straight for SATCOM. Like moths to a flame. They were just kind of drawn over to the Citadel shield.
Yeah, this is a large presence here.
Yeah. They're staying together pretty well, though, so it's going to be hard to tell who actually can win this air fight out. My suspicion is WTAC, because they have a lot of Reavers here, and the Galaxies for Unity just, I don't think they're going to have quite the same effect as, say, a bunch of individual ESFs.
Yeah, so Unity has flipped all 3 points here at Granite Head right now. Going over to Bitter Gorge, it looks like Unity's got 2 of 3 points. WTAC looks to have tried to drop a little bit here. They have some armor moving in, but not a lot of presence. They are trying to blow up this Unity Sunday right here. This lightning is completely uncontested right now.
Oh, yep.
Oh wait, LA with the he's got the C4. Oh, this dude's screwed.
Oh my God, he got him.
But yo, this Sunday's on fire. Someone go rep it.
Oh, they might get that.
They're scrambling.
Okay. They got it. Yeah. Now, meanwhile, in the air, as I kind of suspected, a lot of Reaver presence still, not too many mosquitoes left. Just kind of chasing the remaining stragglers out.
So no WTAC presence on Granite Head still. So one uncontested with 1 minute 20 left. Uncontested Unity from the looks of it here at SATCOM.
SATCOM is an interesting choice to go for your opener. I wonder what they're going to do with that.
I don't know, where is WTAC's infantry? It just feels like they're...
Likely still in the air, because I still see a lot of Reavers here.
Yeah, they might want to do something, because it seems like Unity's like uncontested on all 3 bases. Okay, WTAC has appeared here at Bitter Gorge. They have dropped on C Point.
Alright. Still waiting to figure out who might full win that, but again, it does look like WTAC might be winning our air fight. We'll see very shortly.
They're trying to move a bus in, but they just got stopped. Oh, there's a harasser on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this hard spawn's going to go down.
Once again, a harasser nudging right into the backside of a Sunday. Nice little mating nuzzle there.
Galaxy inbound for Bitter Gorge. I don't know if it's got anybody in it. They're just pulling up. I don't know if they had anybody, to be honest.
And a WTAC gal getting blasted away.
WTAC uncontested on Granite Head right now. Oh no, Money Pants. What?
What's going on? What's going on over there?
I don't know if I should leak this right now. I'm gonna hold off until this is over.
All right, all right.
Okay, actually, SATCOM just flipped 2. I believe 2 points are flipping to WTAC here. They have B. I don't know what C's flipping to right now.
Unity just took Granite Head pretty much uncontested.
Okay, so Granite Head just flipped. It's done.
Yeah, it's full done there. Unity takes that.
Money Pants. in yell chat said, "Prepare for steal. Granite had 25 seconds to cap." And it said that in yell chat.
Maybe it's part of a
Maybe that was just
psyop. Maybe it's a
clever
psyop
ruse,
here.
maybe.
Yeah. He's just
Maybe
trying to.
it was because I
Yeah.
see them on SATCOM, even though they only have 1 point, and I do believe they're on. This might have been a money pants psyop.
Oh man.
But I don't.
Playing
they're not
70
really
chess right now.
They're not really pushing on anything right now. Like, they have 1 point on. Okay, armor rolling in for WTAC again on Bitter Gorge. Money Pants is here. Money Pants is here at Bitter Gorge. I repeat, Money Pants at Bitter Gorge. And he is an infiltrator. He's going for A point.
Oh, interesting. We have a
and there's a Max there.
I have a Unity Reaver over here doing air to ground at Bitter Gorge.
Bro, how did he survive that? Okay, he's actually dead now. I was like, this dude walked into a shotgun and a Max and just didn't get killed.
Look at these.
Look at
this air hammer, yeah.
WTAC.
Yep, here they come. You can hear more of them.
Flipping slightly. No, Unity's got they got numbers there, so they're fine.
Yeah, I think they're okay. It's just C point. C point right now is the only thing that WTAC's holding on to. Oh my god, look at this. Hydroponics already getting flipped. This is somewhat expected, as Unity does have the air control. They can move fairly freely around the map. I just want to take a quick look.
Yeah, Unity gave up SATCOM, which
man. Big presence of Unity over here at Hydroponics. Huge presence. They're still holding on to Bitter Gorge as well. If they continue to hold on to that completely and actually just let that if that continues to just be maintained, that's going to be a really good spot to sort of fall back to if they need to, if Hydroponics gets turned away. But right now, it's looking like Hydroponics might be just where they're going all in. Bitter Gorge might need some reinforcements.
I mean, I can't really blame them right now because there's no WTAC presence right now besides one Reaver. Just kind of chilling around, looking for somebody to shoot at.
Over here at Bitter Gorge, we do have the WTAC Air. This is where they have shown up to. They really do want to get Unity off these points.
Okay, what is going on at Bitter Gorge? Okay,
yeah, it's sizable over here for
Bitter Gorge has overpopped for WTAC right now, like almost 60% overpop.
And there they go. They flipped
okay, here
2
they
point.
go. Yeah.
And now they're going to A.
Okay, they're dropping they're dropping pop here. They should be able to secure all 3 points, and I don't believe Unity has any hard spawns now.
I do see a Max. No, they do. They do. There's a bus. And this is a shield bus. Yep, it's near B point. It's in the courtyard. Goes down, though. C4, took it out. And that is WTAC probably going to get this unless I see a drop, but I don't see a Galaxy anywhere nearby. This is going to be a WTAC cap.
I do see some pop at Granite Head, so I'm wondering if they're going to try and cut off the, instead of responding to Hydroponics, maybe trying to cut off Granite Head, and then they could probably respond from there. Yep, so WTAC does take Bitter Gorge.
Okay. Now, one thing to note is right now, Hydroponics still going through for Unity, and of course, if they just go all the way to Nexus Omega with this, they can just potentially win the game. However, you know, that's a lot less of a pressure than I'm sure they want. They wanted to get Bitter Gorge and be able to pressure from both angles. Now they have to contend with potentially WTAC coming in here and pushing them off, and then they're in a pretty kind of questionable spot because they don't have SATCOM, they don't have Bitter Gorge, they only have the middle neutral.
Do you see these numbers right now?
Oh my god!
About 50% infantry kills for both sides right now. It's been an air dominance game right now.
Air and what is pink represented? What is that?
Pink is armor.
Oh man, a lot of armor here for Unity. Interestingly,
kind of surprised that it would be Unity's way. I know WTAC does have a lot of armor specialists. I would have figured maybe a higher percentage for WTAC, but
yeah.
Then again, I really have only seen about maybe 2 Vanguards prowling around. So
take a look here at the point of Hydroponics. It's just been a slugfest here for a minute. They almost started flipping, but 8 points still in Unity's favor, and I want to see, do we have another push coming from WTAC?
A little bit of WTAC presence here. Not 2 area. They got cleaned out.
Enough. They do have a lot of Reavers, honestly, but then, those Reavers can't. Yeah, they can't push into the building, so these Reavers only a limited effect.
They don't really have numbers here. They need numbers if they want to take them off here with 20 seconds.
I think they need more than numbers. They need a max. They need a couple maxes in order to get through here. Because they got maxes to contend with on the inside.
I'm seeing an orbital going off at Nexus Omega?
What? Oh, maybe.
Check this
out.
I
wonder if that's to take out the AA, maybe?
No, they
That was a Unity orbital too. Unity takes hydroponics. They
Yeah,
have.
they're already flipping A.
Oh my god. Okay,
What was a
they
Unity?
have.
You know what I think happened? Oh, this is kind of embarrassing. I probably shouldn't have said it.
Oh, you think
I
if
think
they
they
were
were trying
meant
to
to put a
steal rain and
squad,
they accidentally orbital.
or like heavy anvil, because I see a heavy anvil coming in too.
Or heavy anvil, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
They were
I think
trying
that's
to
exactly
push a
what it
war
was.
acid, and they just, I think they accidentally orbited.
You know
Oh,
how...
no, it was steel rain. Yeah.
Oh yeah, here's some steel rain.
Yeah, I think they were trying to do. They orbital by
Oh,
accident.
that's.
Whoops.
Hey, listen, the nerves get you sometimes.
Yeah, it happens. but it is kind of. You hate for that to happen because orbitals are pretty vital when it comes to the Nexus. So dropping one already.
Early and.
Oh my god, these air hammers just
oh
apart
man.
this Unity drop.
Yeah, a lot of the outside guys are
ripped
basically
apart. He needed
fully
to get
dead.
out of
oh
there.
Man.
He should not have stayed on that back door because they were getting shredded. And now this WTAC Max is pushing in here.
Yep, old shotgun hands in here takes. Oh, it's Dr. Moneypants himself too. Comes in, just shreds the last remaining infantry member.
Look at him standing tall right now. He doesn't move at all. Look at him. He's just staring down this corpse of a mech.
He is.
No fear. Oh, he's just waiting. He knows they're he knows they're dropping on infantry. No, actually, he's decided he's. Oh yeah. They're rotating the other side. Unity is.
Unity's coming back in from this side, though. They do
Unity's
have
got
beacons.
numbers on all sides.
Heal nade coming out here for this mech, I think. Yeah, it's a interestingly placed.
Moneypants, what are you doing?
Oh my god, he's just going right in. Moneypants goes down, staring at the map, I think.
Oh, Moneypants.
Unity
please.
storms on in as both maxes get completely decimated.
Not the time to stare at your map.
Yeah, that is definitely not the let's look at the map time. Oh boy. Reavers here, still pelting the outside edges, but do they...
Moneypants leading the charge now is infantry.
Can't tell if this is... I'm assuming that is a WTAC bus on the outside edge here on the northeast side. It is a WTAC bus in a very good spot here for them to actually just re-push from the back.
Moneypants ignoring the infantry that were outside, ran inside, tripped on a proxy mine and died.
Ah, well, you know what happens to the best of us.
No, this is live after all.
Yep.
So yeah, WTAC trying to get a push inside here. Oh, their max goes down.
I mean, he's gonna get res, but that medic that's out there should be a little bit more afraid than what he is. Oh, big resonate coming out for Unity. Yeah, Unity's still in this, actually on point as well. I want to take a quick look at the map here, and we'll see if any pressure is being applied anywhere else. It doesn't look like it is, even though Bitter Gorge... oh, can you check real quick for me? Does Bitter Gorge actually have 1 point flipped, or is that a bug? Because we've seen that happen sometimes with a bug.
I'm gonna go take a look. 3 point... It looks like Unity just has like a... They had like one person here.
Okay, so I think...
just kind of messing with them a little bit.
I think what that is Unity is just making sure that if WTAC wants to, they cannot start a cap over at Argent Pass, which doesn't matter because it looks like they did. They just started a cap at Argent Pass.
Okay, well.
Alright.
But they probably... I'm gonna go take a look at that. It's probably like 1 or 2 people, because I imagine they're not going to try to overcommit resources to that.
Yeah, definitely wouldn't be the best idea, I don't think. And right now, you definitely need your defenses here, because there's just too many Unity members on the inside. Not a lot of maxes, so I think one good, solid push would probably take this out. But they need really good coordination, and they need maxes. Because right now, they're not going to get in with the crossfire angles I'm looking at here.
Yeah, so believe it or not, I think one person came over here, flipped it, and made it left.
Okay.
Or he died and I didn't notice it.
That's very possible.
Yeah, there's no WTAC here. It was flipped to their side though.
Okay, interesting.
Okay, back to the action. WTAC trying to get through here on Nexus Omega. Unity with a really nice hold here.
WTAC should be noted, they had a bus in the back, looks like it got taken out, and they need to get another spawn up, because right now these spawn room door pushes are not working. Unity is in way too good inside of these angles.
Just, I question some of the WTAC movement here. They're a little too spread thin right now, and I saw like a trickle here where like a heavy runs in.
I think I see a Galaxy coming in though. Maybe this will be the drop they need.
Like a heavy just ran in, died, a heavy runs in, dies, and then a medic runs in to try and revive in front of like 8 people and just dies. It's like you gotta play the angles a little bit.
Oh, there is a bus back here. WTAC does have a bus on the back.
WTAC is gearing up.
And look at this, Max is...
I think I emped. Oh no.
Doesn't do anything to Max's, but
well,
it's...
it did kill 1 person.
Okay, that mosquito just going straight in.
Some well-placed C4 right here would just absolutely...
Oh, we might be seeing it. We might be seeing it here. Gets... Was that 2? No, 3.
No,
3 players, 1 Max.
Yo, but look at them go in.
Oh man.
This is Unity. Oh, Unity had a good chance to push them there because they were just kind of sitting there doing nothing. Okay, the
Maxes for WTAC heading in.
A little bit of a delay, but they're starting in now. Yep, here comes the Max push.
Now, they are going to be stopped by this Baby
no
8 for
fear.
just
They're
a moment.
And,
Big C4 kills some infantry, but misses the Maxes entirely.
No, they did get really lit up, though. Well,
doesn't matter. These Maxes absolutely destroying whatever's left on point here.
Wow,
Unity,
nice clear from WTAC.
Yeah, Unity getting completely cleared off. WTAC with a fantastic push here from back. All right, now we got to see what Unity has in store to do a re-push back into it. Now, again, we got to realize there is not a ton of Unity presence in the air. There have been a few mosquitoes that are here and there, but if you look, you got more Reavers and more Galaxies here for WTAC, mostly throughout the game. So, just got to see if Unity can continue to at least harass the air a bit and keep these air lanes somewhat clear. We could still see a Galaxy come back in. Now, Bitter Gorge looks like it is getting... It got flipped for a moment there for Unity.
Unity's dropping right now. Valk drops.
Ah, okay.
They're getting hammered right now.
Yeah, those Reavers.
Oh, the air hammers are coming in strong.
Mm-hmm. I am very surprised that this one heavy is actually still alive. Nope, finally goes down.
So crazy. I'm wondering if this has changed, if this is updated or not. Still 50% infantry kills. That's crazy.
It definitely is updating because I think that blue area got a little bit bigger. Check the most kills. What's it looking like on there? Maybe, I mean, it's possible. Maybe it got stuck.
Top weapons.
Oh, yeah, that's looking. The air hammers should. You'd think there would be more. You'd think more than 44.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the API got a little.
It must be. It must be because I feel like there's no way that.
Oh, you know what?
50%.
I think also the kills in general are also. If you just look at the kills like on the actual overlay, it looks like those might also not be moving. I think the overlay itself is just kind of stuck, which might be an API issue, unfortunately.
Well, yeah. In fairness, though, I do think that we didn't see like a ton of action off the bat because like Unity did kind of just run through some of these bases without a lot of opposition. True. So I don't think we ended up really seeing a lot of action as a result. Okay, so
no, it is definitely still moving. I take that back. No, you think you're all right. I think maybe it's just because we've been seeing such fast movement, not a lot of actual killing.
Yeah. Okay. There's a big jump for Unity. 77% infantry kills now.
Okay.
But it's still 53% infantry kills for WTAC, 14% max, and 31% air. So they've really been like, that has been vital for them. Those air hammers have actually been doing a fantastic job for them. And you can see it. I mean, they're just prowling around like every single angle, looking for those openings to be able to take out some Unity guys.
You just literally just watched that happen on screen too. Leo over here. He's got taken out by a Reaver. From inside, well inside the doors, too. Yeah,
so Unity's got a nice little hold going again. They do have maxes, which is very important for these holds. Oh, here comes the big WTAC push.
Yep. Huge push by shotgun handsmans. Aegis shields also coming up. A lot of them get slaughtered. Yeah, they just got absolutely destroyed here.
Look at these angles from Unity. This is really nice.
The reason why these usually don't work, these pushes from main door, is because it's the only door you're going through. Then that usually means that everybody's just going to blast in that one little area. They're probably going to get a kill or two. And it works. It pretty much always works for defense. You have to be going in from different angles when you're going in with a push like that. Even with maxes, the spawn room door push usually never works out if it's by itself. Now we do have a side door over here where we've got some guys stacked up. One of them goes down here to C4. And a poorly placed C4 there. Doesn't actually go through.
So WTAC deploying another bus in the back over here, so it looks like they're going to try and make a back move here. Another Sunder dropping over on the side. So yeah, WTAC trying to get some movement here in terms of spawns to try and like.
It doesn't look like Unity's noticing it either, so let's take a quick look here on south side.
But they don't really have a lot of armor placement, so it's like they can't really do anything about those spawns. They're basically just going to have to stay around here and get hold of.
Some good pushes happening here by WTAC. They've got regroup, but a big rotation from Unity. Coming to the back door here with that baby gate up. That's going to make it very difficult for them to push. But look at over here on this powerhouse second floor. The WTAC members just going straight in. The Maxes are already rotated. They've already turned. They're just shooting. WTAC members definitely going to be going down here. I don't think they're going to be able to actually push from that angle. The back door also, because of the baby gate, that momentum is just not there. And then spawn room door looks like it's already been taken out. Only looks like a couple members here inside of that other side powerhouse server room. Baby gate.
Oh, big push from WTAC.
Now it looks like WTAC might be able to.
Through that baby gate.
They may be able to get this push going, at least with this other angle.
Yeah, the problem is there's still maxes here. They took
two maxes down, only one left. Goes down. WTAC coming in and surrounding.
Yeah.
There we go.
Done.
Lots of resonates coming out. And Unity coming straight back in. No maxes here, so I don't think there's a hard spawn. We got him in from multiple angles there. I hear a lot of drop pods, so I'm pretty sure it's all beacon drops right now. Oh, and look at this. Bitter Gorge capped by Unity about a minute and a half ago. And Slate Canyon also flipping, so this is just more and more possible pressure here.
I'm over at Slate Canyon right now. It's just one guy basically holding it, because WTAC probably realizes that they need their home base, so they've kind of given up on this maybe. They could probably afford to bring 2 people, but at this point it's like you really want to make sure that you keep your home nexus.
Yep. Yeah, Unity playing this very, very well. They're only splitting like 1 or 2 dudes to go and just do little spooky caps around the base. And I think this actually might be more of a flub for WTAC than it is Unity playing this quite well. Because if you're WTAC, you know, you got to be looking at your map sometimes and making sure that that kind of pressure doesn't happen to you. Slate Canyon right now, if that flips through, that's, you know, there's no real way for you to get this pressure relieved off of Nexus Omega. It's going to be extremely hard to get someone flipping both of those 2 bases at the same time if that goes through.
This is kind of an interesting prowler angle over here where this guy is. He's an AA prowler, and his angle, like he was shooting down at these AA lightnings that were over here. He actually has an angle from all the way over here.
Oh my god, yeah, that is actually a hell of a long range.
Yeah. He was getting hits on it too. Like he was actually hitting the lightning from that far away.
Yeah, some of these silly little tactics you see. I saw Hydration Clan earlier. I saw them with the masthead AA nest.
That was sick. Oh, WTAC big push. Nice. I like the aggression there from WTAC.
Yeah, counter pushing is very, very effective.
Yeah, sometimes it pays to be a little bit aggressive because honestly, and this isn't a slight on anybody, but like most PlanetSide players tend to play more passive. And they don't respond well when you actually punch them in the face.
Yep.
And so WTAC going in there and just kind of saying, we're going to play a little bit more aggressive, we're going to push in because we know that you just took that revive nade, you're a little bit weak, you're tender, you're soft.
Yep.
You know, just push in there and get some kills.
I mean, it completely makes sense, too. If you think about how the game flow tends to work out, you stand behind a wall for just a moment, your shield comes back, you're at full health, you're completely good to go. And you know, that whole time that you're behind, you usually expect you got a bunch of guys around you, you're going to be completely safe. So a whole team of dudes come through the door and start just you know, killing all your friendlies and you. It takes you by surprise. Definitely is a very effective strategy.
Yeah, this base is such a meat grinder. Look at these angles from
Yeah.
Unity. Like, WTAC doing a good job of trying to hold them off, but
It's
Unity's
somewhat
gonna
working.
clear...
Unity just slowly, very slowly
Yeah.
coming in from the north angle here. They
Yeah,
are just chipping away at WTAC's small little hold that's left. Goes down. Unity here, back on point.
It's tough to deal with that because, like, when you're WTAC, you're sitting in this open room. Like, Unity shooting you from the east side, the southeast side, the northwest side, and the northeast side. Like, 3 different angles just, like, barraging down on you. That's tough to take. That is tough to take. And especially if they did not have any maxes, it's going to be even tougher.
Mm-hmm. Unity here placing the Baby 8 at the spawn room door. Again, don't see any kind of air pressure from them, but with the way they've been playing, they might not need it.
WTAC going up and around. They're going to jump down to the backside here. This is interesting.
I'm going to say this may be one of the first matches I think I've casted where the team with the least air presence has definitely, it looks like they might end up winning this out if they continue this pressure campaign. They have done extremely well despite that air being definitely in favor.
31% air still for WTAC. But, you know, I do kind of think about, you know, the presence of air, especially, like, I could use, you know, Hydra and Red Mist as an example. Because I felt like week 1, Red Mist had, like, a decent amount of A to G on us. But it, like, I felt like I was getting Bansheed often, but, like, I wasn't dying often to the Banshees. You know, so it's like, even though they're getting a lot of kills, it's like, it's not really turning the tide too much for them. It is helpful because it is kind of, like, causing chaos. But, like, especially here, it's like, they're dug in here at Unity.
Yeah,
and
well, they actually did just finally get pushed back off, but you see they're immediately... Yeah, immediately coming back, and they have a bus on bottom here. I don't even know when they got this here. Look at this! Look at this Skyguard lightning!
Yo, look at him go!
Just ran over 2 dudes. He's gonna get absolutely destroyed here in a second, though. There we go. Dude, look at the chaos that he just caused, though.
Here. Huge Unity push. They just went in. They didn't even care.
Yeah, big push. If they can fully kill this out, which it looks like they will be able to. They're back on point, and only took them about maybe 20 seconds to do that.
This has been an absolute bloodbath at Nexus Omega. Like, this has been so back and forth. And, like, the craziest thing is how back and forth it's been almost, like, instantly. Like, Unity got pushed off. Unity already had maxes up, and it had already gotten, like, 2-3 squads up, and it already pushed back. And I'm sure WTAC's already going to have, like, 2 to 3 squads like already ready to go.
Maybe let's actually take a look here. I don't see any WTAC members. Is the curious part.
Yeah, where are they?
Where are they?
They must be.
What are they? What are they doing?
Oh, they're all in the warp gate. What's
going on?
They're all in the warp gate.
What's happening right now? Are they at an nanites?
They're all in the warp gate.
Are they? What are they holding for?
They must be out of resource. Do you think they're out of
resources?
There's
no way. There's no way, right? There's no way.
Or they must be pulling Oh, look at all these galaxies. They're just like...
Max's Medics Engineers? Max Medics Engineers?
Let's see. I don't see any Maxes.
What is going on here? I'm seeing them getting loaded up manually into galaxies?
Yeah.
Even Arshi's confused.
Yeah, he would be. Yeah, but, okay, so we're seeing, like...
What's happening here?
This is so bizarre. Okay.
This better pay off massively. I gotta
smiley face in the chat right now.
I better see some crazy shit here from WTAC. I don't know what's happening.
Orbital coming.
Okay, all right. You take a look at that orbital real quick.
I see all the galaxies rising in the distance.
Let me know what's going on with that orbital. What does that do?
Orbital just
does nothing. Nothing.
It killed the Max. It blew up some. It blew up some of like the stuff they had on the sides. Oh, okay. They're just
big drop here from WTAC.
By the way, they're crashing right into a Unity orbital.
I mean,
and they just got.
Oh my God!
I don't.
That was at least a full squad of WTAC that just died to that orbital.
I don't know if that was.
What is happening?
Okay, and now they're just pushing through the doors.
This is just a normal push, though. That's not going to do anything. What's going on? Did I miss something? What's...
No, I don't. I genuinely don't know.
What was the play here?
I don't know.
Listen, I usually like to give some kind of
No,
like
but
maybe they were doing this or maybe they were doing. What the hell were they doing?
I don't know. Because they just kind of hit the same angles that they've already been hitting. They didn't pull maxes or anything like that, so...
Alright. Well, I mean, WTAC's at least back in the fight. Damn, I have...
WTAC pushing in now, getting rolled here on this door.
Yeah, this door is just already getting blasted by C4 and rocket
They got
launchers.
their max up. See, this is the problem now. Like, they have these maxes, but, like, there's no engineers. There's no cohesion right now.
I'm so confused. I feel like the WTAC members that are playing might also be the same kind of, like, they're dazed. They're a little dazed as to what's going on right now. Cool, lots of smoke here. Can't see a damn thing.
Yes, excellent. Let me go right
Very
into
much
the smoke.
love that.
Okay, another WTAC orbital coming out. This one actually could potentially do something, because they do have those maxes inside.
Oh, yep, there we go.
And
okay, so the
maxes
orbital...
are dead.
Yeah, the orbital actually did a ton of damage this time.
Yeah, here comes the
WTAC's
WTAC
likely...
push.
Yeah, likely going to be able to get back in on this one.
Okay, so now this is a plan right here.
Yeah, well... Hold
Well,
on a
okay,
second. There's some Unity
actually,
members
never
still
mind.
alive, and they're about to get rezzed from the res nades. Still in the corner here. Unity's still holding out a little bit. Oh, they're still here. They got maxes back up, too.
Oh, you should not
Unity's
have
still
allowed
holding.
that.
They
You
got...
should
Oh,
not
my
have allowed
God.
that. Yo, this max is on a sliver. Oh, he's dead.
Hold on, we got a
Revive
WTAC
needs
max
going
on the
out
other
for
side.
WTAC.
Maybe this is fine. Maybe this is
Oh,
alright.
look
They
at
got a
this
WTAC
big
big
WTAC
push.
push. Here
Yeah,
we
big wave coming in. Yeah, Unity coming in from the front door somehow. Getting a couple. More resonades here for Unity.
Yeah, WTAC actually getting it back here.
Slowly, yeah, but more resonades. More resonades for
Unity
Unity.
does have presence out the back door, though.
I mean, yeah, but with all of this confusion happening on the midpoint, Unity's getting a little bit of a chance to regroup a bit here. You can see these beacons; they're still up. You can hear them dropping every now and again as well. I see an anvil about to go on the roof. I think that's like a mid one. That might be a lightning.
You know what's crazy? I'm looking at the top killers right now for this match, and then when I press the tab button and look at the top killers at this base, this is what we were talking about. How like the majority of the fighting's happened here. Look at how many kills have happened at this base right now.
Yeah.
This has been a bloodbath.
Yeah,
I think this has actually been one of the biggest fights we've seen at this base, and we've seen a few.
Honestly,
but this is
like the Red Mist H1 maybe earlier
that
today
one
as
was
well.
yeah.
Also kind of crazy how much there was. But this one is like all of the fighting has been concentrated basically on this base.
WTAC trying to get their guys up here. Unity's pushing, like they're making moves here. I don't see them on any other angles though.
Oh man, WTAC slowly getting a little crunched in here. Unity, I mean, Unity doesn't have the best angles, but they're slowly conforming WTAC into a little ball here on the side. And it gets looking on the backside too. You got a couple of flankers coming in as well. If they get a good angle here, they could really do a lot of damage. Oh my God! Here comes oh, that's a shit ton of Unity coming up the back end, the south side. This is not good for WTAC. Unity gets all the way up here, and they're still alive on the other side, which they definitely are. This is going to be a very quick push.
Oh yeah, Max is inbound for the Unity.
Very, very quick sandwich potentially if they do this.
Oh, this is a big push.
Oh,
the
yeah.
C4 goes out.
Yeah, one max for Unity already dead, but he's another 2 infantry down, but those resonates are coming out.
All these maxes are getting shredded.
Oh yeah,
these Unity maxes got shredded by WTAC.
WTAC responded very well to that one. Unity's
still alive though. They're getting some revive needs out, but they just killed that WTAC max. Oh, WTAC getting crushed here.
They gotta get rid of that. There's still one more WTAC max on one side, the other one on this side. The
Kenyan Warlord.
Kenyan Warlord, yeah.
He's just going in.
Yep. Does not care. Unity getting pushed out of that door. Oh, but look at this side. The other side again.
Unity's pushed them out of the other side now.
Unity is just moving at the speed of light, it feels like. Immediately getting a regroup going and pushing in from the other angle. But WTAC, they don't have to rotate very far. They can just come right back and just counter that push. And if they continue with their aggression, this is going to be very, very easy for them to clean up. And look at this. Keanu 2431 in here, blasting with the shotgun hand.
Love Keanu
2431, just completely shotgun hands out. C4 coming out here.
WTAC with a really quick response.
Yep, and
Unity
Unity
back on
here.
the point with lots of numbers.
Unity here coming in again, same side. I think they have a bus on that side, that's why. WTAC presence still pretty decent here on mid. Don't see any Unity flankers coming from the other angle either.
Trying to see where we could possibly see a Unity push.
Yeah, I'm looking through
They're
the walls here,
this
not
door
seeing.
right now.
Oh wait, hold on, I see something. What is this? North side.
They might be coming in through the back.
What is this? Is there a bus here? I don't see a bus or anything. I think this is just infantry running along to this side. I think they were just told to go and flank.
Ooh, big Ren use right here. Going in with his agents.
WTAC responding slightly. They see this wave coming. They have some people looking
Pushing
at this
in
door.
and dying instantly.
Here it is. This angle is now being covered by a couple of Unity players, blasting away. They haven't killed nearly enough though. They got to cause a lot more chaos than this. Look on the other side over here, however, more infantry here, just blasting away. Just got to slowly kill them. They got to get those medics. They got to get those engineers. The maxes basically got to get dealt with as the wave kind of crumbles inwards. But at least they can cause a little chaos here. WTAC still holding quite strong. Unity on the main push still very much being held off. And in fact, WTAC kind of pushing into server room now.
Yep, we're starting to see Unity starting to make moves onto both sides of these doors. If they can get those angles going, they should be able to cut down WTAC and move in. Less than a minute to go on that cap, though, to like finalize that timer.
Yeah. Yeah, 45 seconds, and then there is a potential here that WTAC could use, you know, if that gets down to it anyway, they could use this opportunity to flip both Hydroponics and Slate at the same time, and all the members of Unity that are here, they're useless at that point. They would have to go and respond to both of those, splitting up their forces as equally as WTAC would be. But it has to be done perfectly. It's very, very difficult to do that, and we're going to see if that's even possible in about 15 seconds. It does look like some of the WTAC members are slowly they're dying and they're not immediately getting back up and coming back into this room. I think that they are maybe getting into Galaxies, maybe Valkyries, and getting ready for a drop onto those other bases. But if WTAC doesn't hold, there it is, WTAC holding on just long enough. We're going to see if Slate or Hydroponics flips as well. And there goes Zangief. I'll see if I can get him back in here in just a moment. XD computer died, okay. So as you can see here, it does look like Unity managed to get a couple of people back inside the point, but see how they're not flipping? WTAC managed to get somebody on both points. This was very, very well played here by WTAC. Let's see if they can maintain it now. Looks like Unity has already cleaned up Slate, and if they only get one, that's all they need. It won't really matter if Hydroponics continues to get defended. If they just defend one and then get a member onto Nexus Omega, they can continue with their push back onto home base. Over here, we do see WTAC holding a lot stronger on Hydroponic. We'll go back to Slate in a little bit.
Spotted an enemy heavy.
On the Sky situation here, let's take a quick look. We do have still mostly Reavers here. I mean, we do see a couple of Mozzies, but the Reaver game for WTAC has been very, very strong all game, so it's not too unexpected that we do see that kind of presence there. Back at Nexus Omega, you can see maybe is that one person flipped, or are they back off? What's going on here? Looks like actually Unity does have a bus upstairs, and in fact they have flipped the point again. So Slate is at least safe for Unity, and they can actually put a ton of pressure here onto Nexus Omega. Now this is a gamble. They could just put everybody onto Nexus Omega, and actually try and just full push this out. Into just being a home-based fight. But if they do that, they do have to worry about, you know, hydroponics getting flipped, and then potentially Granite Head and Satcom at the same time getting flipped. And then WTAC would have 1, 2, 3, 4. They would only need one more to have the lead. So just maybe enough time, I think, for that strategy to work. Because the fast caps of the neutrals can be very, very good for you. If you can absolutely just hold out long enough. Right now what we're looking at here is a little bit of WTAC, or rather Unity, presence here on hydroponics. They're just trying to put some pressure onto it. I suspect that Unity is probably still going more into Nexus Omega.
User joined your channel.
Hey, there he is.
Hey.
So as we can see, we have we still have a good amount. So let me update you on what just happened here, Goop. WTAC managed to get.
The stream.
Oh, good. So yeah, WTAC back on both points. Well, rather, actually, they got onto both points. Slate Canyon flipped for just a moment, but they got big onto hydroponics. It looks like Unity has just taken hydroponics back. Still some good air presence here from WTAC, so they could potentially get another push going to this. But I mean, this is really their only potential route as well. So they have to put a lot of pressure onto this, really. I don't think we're going to see WTAC even go big back onto their home base. It's just, I don't think it's very viable
It's more
at
of
this
an honor
point.
thing at this point.
Yeah. On the roof here, you can see some WTAC members getting ready. Let me know when you're back in the game, by the way. I'll give you that call
I
back.
am back in Nexus.
All right. Let me,
I think we're still on the call.
are we? Okay, let me switch that back in. It is not working. Yeah, it looks like Moneypants is calling it there. I think he is right. I don't, even with the fast caps of both Granite Head and Satcom, I don't think there would be enough time. So yeah, that is actually going to be Unity getting the win then, actually. I think he is right. That looks correct.
Yeah, I mean, 4 minutes to go. It's
Yeah.
8-1. So it's basically GG at that
Yep.
point. It's really about the honor. It's about not getting
Money
your home
Pants,
base
by the
taken.
way, in Yell Chat saying my Yell Chat earlier was a decoy. He really was
I
playing
knew it.
5D chess with everybody.
He's so smart. He's so smart.
He got us. He even got us. I don't know if Unity really
I don't know
really
if they
responded
saw
to it.
or...
Yeah, I don't remember really seeing anybody in Unity going and responding. Or maybe it was a flub, and actually he's just he's trying to save face. Maybe he's playing 5D chess now.
I just saw somebody in Yell Chat say knife fight, and then I saw a Mozzie proceed to spam rockets at them. So I don't know if that counts as a knife fight, but
It's
yeah,
a
the rockets
similar
are coming
concept,
out harder.
yeah. Oh, good. Okay. Put your second POV back in.
Yeah, just
Well,
in
that's
time to
not
watch
the deal.
WTAC in this point hold. Oh, they're just getting naded to absolute hell. Unity pushing in now with knives. Oh. Go hard, Money Pants says. Money Pants wants it hard.
Yep. I mean, that's what you play Outfit Wars for.
That is true.
It
That is
is-
why we play Outfit Wars.
Yeah, it's the challenge.
Oh, this dude took his statement literally. He just went straight outside into like 15 Unity guys and a Galaxy.
So as we round out our last 2 minutes and 30 seconds of this particular match, I think we can say, you know, this was well played here by Unity. I think it was again. I think there may have been a little more flubbing from WTAC than I expected to see, and I think that actually might have been pretty detrimental, honestly, to how this could have been played. That I mean, I think at the very, very end, that gal drop disaster, essentially, what that was, I don't think that played nearly that much into it, because at that point it had already been a lot of pressure. It's just that I think that WTAC probably did not split their forces quite as much as they probably could have in order to really put a lot more pressure onto Unity's bases.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
It's yeah, they definitely. I just think that it was a little bit more flubbing here from WTAC. But I mean, Unity still played this very, very well. This, you know, this was still a very much a Unity victory. They played this quite well, despite, again, I got to reiterate, despite having much less air presence. This is, I think, the first time that we can say that the team with much less air presence actually did manage to come out with the win, because normally, you know, it's very much the opposite case. You know, air gives you, it doesn't just give you that sort of defense onto points and that aggression onto points. It also gives you the ability to move your people through the map and actually quickly gal drop or valk drop onto bases very effectively. And even without that air presence, Unity still managed to do that. I don't even know where the hell those Sundays came from a lot of the times that Unity was pulling. I'm assuming maybe anvils, but damn, they pulled them and they used them effectively. We saw so many maxes so quickly come up into that home base area. Just being used so fast. I feel like the speed at which we saw Unity do their kind of regroups and pushes back into a base, that was really what I think Unity thrived at doing here today. That was a phenomenally well played match for Unity. They just, the speed was incredible. I mean, again, we noted this earlier. The kills were fairly small for all teams, right up until the last base, when everybody was forced to be in the same area together. And that does have a lot to do with how insanely fast Unity was moving in order to actually put that pressure onto WTAC. And it worked. It worked very effectively. All right, let me take a look here at our schedule, because I do believe we have another
Planetside
match.
Battles
Yeah,
has,
Planetside Battles.
Recursion and Vike G.
Yeah, that's
I
what
don't
we're
know
going
why
to
I
go ahead and
just call them
raid.
that. Just call them Vikings.
Vike G, yeah, Vike G.
Vike G. Vikings.
So we're
yeah,
going to go ahead and...
Vikings, clearly.
Yep, we're going to go ahead and end things here. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Congratulations to Unity. That was a fantastically well-played match. We'll go ahead and raid Planetside Battles and let you guys watch Recursion versus Vike G.